just a second. If you can't hear, if you have reasons for everything which you argue, you have to have the patience to hear the argument which we propose.
I'm hearing.
So please. So that very High Court maintained the validity of the government which was being attempted to be dislodged by the JDU there, the JDS there and the Congress. So that was established that there is an attempt to dislodge the government. Once the Congress failed, they brought out about things about Mr. Yedurappa, talking about some land issues.
No.
Now, if I have to see those, I'm concerned about those land issues, and those are major issues that needs to be addressed. And if there is corruption involved, there should be action. Just a second, my friend. But if I have to see the records which has been given by the activists there, I think under certain proviso of the rule made by the governments there and the previous governments there, Dharam Singh allotted 300 acres, he was not at fault. There was no case against him.
No.
This will never end. Kumaraswamy allotted 250 acres. There was not. If it was, just a second. If it was wrong, just let me complete. S.M. Krishna, who is a union minister, made 200 acres. There's no problem. That poor man who is there, Mr. Yedurappa, who may not be as suave and brilliant, that you are, again my question is it there some politics against the first BJP-led government?
No, don't politicize it. No, this will never end. This is a classic argument.
This is heard my argument.
No, I heard your argument. Your argument
is... You must pick up those papers. You must pick up all those papers.
I'm holding more papers.
If you would have said like this.
I'm holding more papers. I have papers to prove that it's a son-in-law, daughter-in-law.
You would have said, my friend, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. My point here is, if you give an opportunity, if you are half reading the papers, if you give an opportunity to all those people where MLAs and MPs in Karnataka have been allotted land, it's a wrong thing which is happening there. But there is a precedent. Just a second, my friend.
What precedent? Precedent of inaction? Is precedent is the inaction? Suhel Seth is coming. Inaction is not a precedent. Inaction is...
Let me demolish the logic.
Okay, Suhel, go.
Let me demolish the logic.
The Supreme Court... Let's not talk. You have been in news for a while, Suhel, so you don't talk much today.
Okay.
So let me conclude. Absolutely. So we are all
Supreme Court.
We all are in the same. It's that we all have to get into the facts, and I think this attitude for your family, for your children. Thank God we are not getting into that. Manish doesn't have children to allot land. I don't have any children to allot land. But this is
what kind of argument is this? Rajiv, I don't understand this argument. I'm asking tonight. I'm asking tonight. Give me a straight answer. As reasonable. Rajiv, 1 second. As reasonable BJP and Congress spokesperson, I give you time to think about it. And I want a straight answer. I don't want this, what happened in history. They've done something bad in the past. So do we. Legal quibble. I want a straight answer.
But when you built up an argument, try to find things also.
Answer is very clear. Will you be able to walk out, hold your conscience and seek the votes of the people of this country? Who will then turn around and ask both the Congress and the BJP, why on earth did you betray the people by letting these 3 scamsters get away? That's the question both the Congress and the BJP will have to answer. Okay, Suhel Seth wants to make a point. Go on. Go on, Suhel.
Let me demolish first the snide remark that Rudy made about me being in the news. Yes, I was in the news because I spoke to Neera Radia and it was taped where I said, I will not put pen to paper. And I prove and I challenge anyone in this country, BJP or Congress, to examine anything that was improper, and I will continue to speak to someone because I'm a private citizen. I'm a marketing minister. Having put that aside, and I think, 1 minute, Rudy, allow me Rudy,
forget your personal
you have said something.
You have said something.
Now let me. No, 1 minute.
We have not said.
No, listen. Don't make snide remarks. Don't make snide remarks and think you'll get away. I'm not one of your BJP stooges. Now let me tell you the problem with his argument.
No, you can't.
The problem with his argument is...
Rajiv,
the problem with his... The problem...
Rajiv, please.
Will you allow me to finish?
Rudy, I know what you're speaking. My friend,
we can't have a debate with these kind of guys.
Rajiv, can I come in?
No,
am I allowed to come in? Or will
minute.
you both
Let
fight
me
at a
finish.
personal level?
Can
I please tell you? Have the personal fight.
Let me finish.
Clear on the issues. Yeah, let's welcome.
No, he made a comment. he made a comment. It was important for me to clarify.
Okay, now
let
me
come to the issue. I don't think there is a genuine defense for anyone, whether it's BJP, Congress, JDU, anyone, to say that because there has been a precedence of corruption, please first allow that precedence to be sorted out and then take on this issue. I mean, that in itself is bizarre. We are all facing a situation in this country where the belief in the institutions, other than the Supreme Court or the judiciary to a large extent, has vanished. How do we, as citizens, build back that faith? And I think rather than squibbling and squabbling over these issues, we need to come to solutions. The solution, to my mind, is if you can exercise demonstrable punishment, if you can tell the people of India that perceptually people will go to jail, people will be punished, their assets will be frozen. You have a Prime Minister, and I've always said this, of deep integrity. Now, you know, the point is that don't disillusion and disenfranchise conceptually the citizenry of India. That's my limited point.
Central point. Manish, central point.
I'm not even
Will the Congress party put
is
pressure?
Wrong or right.
1 minute. Will the Congress party put pressure? Will the BJP put pressure on the government to whom the CBI reports to ensure these three big fish are not let off? Will you put that pressure, or is it even that too much to expect?
Well, Mr. Goswami, allow me to again jog everybody's memory a little.
Kalmadi,
the
Raja,
CBI case, insofar as the 2G issue was concerned, was registered not today. It was registered 1 year back. And it's a matter in which the Supreme Court is almost monitoring it daily. The CBI has to report about its action, inaction, omission, commission, investigation to the Supreme Court on a regular basis. Insofar as the Commonwealth is concerned, you have the Shunglu Committee, you have the Central Bureau of Investigation, arrests have been made, investigations are continuing.
Manish. He has been let off in the main case.
Insofar as Adarsh is concerned,
in the main case,
insofar as Adarsh is concerned, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra had to go. There is a CBI investigation which is going into the entirety of the issue. I am not even making the argument that, look, we have taken a certain moral position and we are not expecting it out of the opposition because we do not believe that they have a moral position.
Why don't you take a moral position?
You
take a moral position
on
Yediyurappa.
Very clear.
Take a moral position on Kalmadi.
We have zero tolerance for people who perpetrate corruption. And therefore, even if there is a whiff of a scandal, even if there is any impinging on probity, we ask those people to step down.
Manish,
that's the moral principle that has been laid down by Mrs.
Manish, whiff, there's a stench of corruption. You call it a whiff of corruption? Raja and Kalmadi and Yediyurappa have left a stench of corruption and they're all getting away.
You want to calibrate the verbiology. I have no problem with that. You want to shift it from a whiff to a stench. That is perfectly all right. You want to calibrate the verbiology. I'm not going to quibble about that.
Okay.
Arnab, let me tell you, Arnab, let me play back what the young citizen is saying on social marketing sites, what they're saying on Twitter. They're saying three things. One is that demonstrable action is now the need of the hour. Two, in the recent controversy about the tapes, that why was there silence in some quarters? And three, when will we see an end to corruption? I agree with Manish, some action has been taken by the government. The going of Raja was required. I said it on your channel zillions of times that DMK is Delhi money for Karunanidhi.
They are all getting
away. But the point I'm making is we need visible punishment. LK Advani stepped aside from Parliament during Hawala. And today, the same BJP is condoning Yediyurappa.
Take your point.
That's my worry.
Take your point. No, take your point. Fundamental point one is making here tonight. This channel has followed all three stories. And this channel has put out all the documents. And tonight, if the CBI is doing nothing and Yediyurappa gets away, with the BJP chief investigating Yediyurappa, which is a bit of a joke, people will ask questions. Why these three big fish are let off? I'm putting that question to the people tonight. will India allow the letting off of these three big fish? Rajiv Pratap Rudy and Suhel Seth, your fight I know will continue after the show. You can get on the phone and fight with each other. I'm wrapping up tonight.
I wanted to appreciate something. You were not giving me a chance. I just wanted to tell. Just a second. What I'm very happy that at least Suhel had the courage to come and clarify.
Okay.
And this is exactly which everyone who is charged, including Yadurappa, should be brought. And if the clarification is not good enough, the country must go.
Okay, right.
Now, he's not been charged. Now, and I'm happy Suhel had the courage to say it, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate his
Rajiv, the question
it's not
is...
that I've said it. And everyone who is charged, but those who are charged, those who are being accused by the CBI need to answer much more.
Three people tonight. No.
May I come in for a moment?
Wrapping up.
Mr. Goswami,
Manish, I'm totally out of time.
No, just a very short point. And I hold no brief for my friend Mr. Suhel Seth.
And I appreciate what
Mr. Suhel Seth has not been accused of any criminality. Mr. Yadurappa is accused of a criminality. There is a difference between the two. So therefore, do not bracket Yadurappa with Mr. Suhel Seth.
Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much, gentlemen. That's the end of this debate. Thank you, gentlemen. My only question tonight is, these are the three big fish. Can this country afford to lose focus from there?